am all those things that I said, and nobody could stop me. Nobody could fool me into thinking that I'm not these things, that, you know, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm sitting there doing. I'm doing all of these things. I'm finding different ways to tell you guys the story. Not only doing that, but in its periods of time, like when it's being recorded, like when it's being recorded, that has a story behind it too. It tells a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it has a lot to do with the history, because it was recorded, and when things are being recorded, basically there's things going on behind the scenes. So every mixtape, every cassette has a story behind it. So at the end of the day, this is like part 2 of this, because I gotta, myself is my camera, just in case if the Providence police decide to roll up on me again because of some bullshit that this bitch done told them. So that's as crazy as it gets. Shit, like me, I'm just at a point in my life where if I don't want to hear somebody's mouth, I don't want to hear their shit. Like, you know, it's just too much to be told in the world for you to waste your time on people's negative bullshit. Like, if I'm somewhere and I'm just chilling, like laying back, because that's all I do. I'm just a laid back dude. You know what I mean? I was chilling in my backyard, as you would call it, and, you know, somebody came and was making some threats, so I responded to it verbally. I did not do anything to anybody. I responded to it verbally. And the reason why I did that was just because, as an artist and as a rapper, it is always good, very good, wonderful, great to express yourself, express your art. You feel me? You mean to tell me that somebody who can not only hold on, god damn, I'm over here falling and shit, that's as real as it gets, right? Somebody that not only makes the record or makes a record, right, but then if they do everything themselves, you mean to tell me that if you do everything as far as like the cover and the CD or the cassette, whatever, right? You do all of that, you yourself, and then not only that, right? You go out and you try to promote your work. You mean to tell me that that's stupid shit? You mean to tell me that if somebody can sit there and do that shit all day, do you honestly think that somebody's going to want to waste that shit? If it's in you, it's in you. There's no doubt, no question about it. You feel me? Like, you can't stop. You can't. You mean to tell me that basically, you need to tell me that whoever like Walt Disney was, or what, like, you know what I mean, whoever came up with the idea of like cartoons and all, like, you know, cartoon movies and things like that, the animators and things like that, you mean to tell me that those type of people are stupid? You mean to tell me that just because you feel like you don't have what they have, that you can't become an animator, or you can't become an artist, or you can't do anything because you don't have the tools or the gadgets that these people are using to make their stuff look and sound wonderful? You mean to tell me it gotta sound like them? And not only does it have to sound like them, we gotta be like them, right? We gotta look like them and all that. Man, look, I don't have time for all of that. I don't have patience for none of that stuff. Like, you know what I mean? If I consider myself an animator, if I consider myself a motivational speaker, whatever it is that I consider myself in my mind at the time, it's just because that's what I am. That's how I see myself. You feel me?